about what the guys go through down in Annapolis and what you think of the guys coming out of the academy versus what you've gone through, and what's it like to be in that brotherhood?
The guys coming out of the academy are prestigious officers that come out of there. They work their butts off to not only play football, but they have extracurricular activities on top of what they do as military requirements. But they're confined to Annapolis, and when they graduate, they're amazing officers. I've worked with a few officers that graduated from Annapolis, and the way they lead is different than the average officer. So I'm excited to work with them in the future.
PJ, I think we all know what today is. What does today mean for you?
It means more than it means a great deal to me, because whenever this event happened, I was a sophomore in high school, and it was one of the small things that triggered me to push forward into getting to joining the military. So it those people are never forgotten, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of us are here and fighting for what we do.
Peter, how are you able to translate what you've learned in the military from your military background into playing football?
I think it's a lot taking a challenge and pushing it forward, and completing that challenge and taking a new task to every day, completing a mission. We have one mission here, and that's winning every game that we come up to every week, and taking one game at a time. So we have, as a one team, we work forward towards that mission, just like a dive team would. When I was as a diver, we would work as one goal, get that job done, and move on to the next goal. So
when Navy's field Rick Slater came to speak to the team back in the summer, a lot of guys said that meant a lot to them. I'd imagine it meant even more to you. What did you take out of that speech?
Yeah, that speech was just phenomenal. I've always wanted to meet him. I've always heard stories about him from the coaches, and me and him share the same kind of route how we got to Penn State, and it kind of completed what I was thinking about him, and it was great. I got to talk to him after, and great guy. We have a lot in common, other than his crazy background that he has with a lot of his missions, but we related a lot on the same level. And his speech, he gave me a copy of his speech, and I keep that in my locker, and I have it electronically too, because I would love to use that speech for my guys in the future to help lead some troops, hopefully.
First of all, thank you for your service. From calling Penn State hockey games against the midshipmen over the last few years, I think it's safe to say that no matter what the score is on Saturday, the midshipmen give you guys 60 minutes of solid football.
Oh yeah, they're hardworking guys. We have a strong team, and it's going to be a good game either way. I can't wait to play against them. So you're welcome for my service. I love my job, so I don't know what else to say.
What's your relationship like with Brent Smith, who's also had a military background, went to Iraq too, George?
Yeah, he's a great guy. He came in full beard, sticking out everywhere. What every military guy does when they finish up their contract. Came up and saw him. I knew exactly who he was. Before he even said anything, I could tell he was prior military, because they have that aura about him. But he's a great guy. We work well together. Right when I meet someone else that's been in the military, we automatically hit it off. So we're just great friends right now. Can't say much about him, but hard worker. So.
Can you talk a little bit more about what you plan to do in the military after this, and how much more training, or what that entails?
Yeah, I have about a year of training after I graduate. It's I'm trying to get into first of all, when I graduate, I'll be an officer. When I get my degree, I'm in a program where I get my degree and I'll be commissioned as an officer. And then I have to go to training to get a specific job type. So right now I'm fighting to get explosive ordnance disposal job position, and that's basically they take care of the IEDs in Iraq, underwater, all that kind of explosives. And I worked with those guys in San Diego, and great group of guys, and I can't wait, and I hope that I get that kind of position when I graduate. So.
You first came on the scene in your story last year. How much have you played? Are you playing much at all this year? Or
Well, my position's a little different. I got a few playing time, a few games last year. But as of right now, they really need me to help get the defense ready. Navy has a strong fullback, so I'm watching tape on him and kind of copying his moves to get our defense ready, because they have a pretty strong offense, and we need to make sure our defense is ready. So yeah, as of right now. So.
PJ, you've been around a lot of leaders of different types. Where does Coach O'Brien fit in any ways you would see him in the military that way?
You mean how he relates?
Yeah, how he is as a leader.
Oh, he's a great leader. I mean, when I was in, our commands have a chain of command to where the commanding officer is obviously in charge of everybody at that command, and that's how I see him as our commanding officer. And he's here to lead us. He's been doing a great job. I compare him to some of the commanding officers that I've actually dealt with. I mean, he's a fantastic leader, and the way he took this team and all the stuff that came with the team, we're moving forward, and he doesn't see anything in the past. He's just here moving us forward, just like anybody else would as a commanding officer that I've seen. So I'm so happy how he took the team, and it's just going to get better. So can't wait.